Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel. Hopefully you're doing well. Knives are used in every meal you prepare or inventive project you work on. But have you ever wondered where knives came from and how they evolved into the majestic instruments we have today? Knives are collectibles as well as functional tools, and any chef will tell you that they have a favorite in their collection. Despite their simple design, the history of knives is fascinating. Let us look at the evolution of knives from the lithic period to present day. In this video, we'll tell you about the evolution of knives from the lithic period to the present day. Before we start, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and press the bell icon to stay connected. So, let's get started. Man has a special relationship with hunting tools, particularly the knife. Even in prehistoric times, man's special tool was the knife, which was used not only for hunting, but also for survival. Knives later became indispensable in construction and food preparation. Knives began as sharpened tools and gradually evolved into the modern knife that we know today. Flint knives were a popular material amongst our forefathers. Flint is a soft stone that can be easily shaped and reshaped as the pointed end dulls. Knives made of bronze and copper were invented when men discovered metallurgy. The knife evolved alongside technology. When iron was discovered, the knife as we know it today was born. Now, as we move forward into the video, let's take a deeper look into the evolution of knives. Knives were first invented more than 2.5 million years ago, during the Lower Paleolithic period, as evidenced by the Oldowan stone tool archaeological industry. These tools were made of a few chips of another stone and served only a few purposes. What's more amazing is that these early tools predate Homo sapiens. Knives were used as needed and discarded due to the lack of sophistication of these instruments. During the lithic period, knives were made using a variety of tool designs and techniques. Knives in the Copper and Bronze Age. Following this time, humans began to use new materials for their tools. The Copper and Bronze Age, which began around 5000 BC, marked the introduction of soft metals such as copper, tin, and bronze. These knives were more durable than those from the lithic period, but they were not as sharp and quickly became blunt. Double-edged daggers were the first metal knives, with single-edged knives appearing 4,000 years ago during the Bronze Age. This was also the introduction of the first sharpening methods. Knives were used primarily for hunting, cooking, and carpentry during this time period. Knives in the Iron Era. Around 3,500 years ago, Homo sapiens entered the Iron Age, which was marked by advances in mining and manufacturing. Iron was, of course, a huge advantage over the tools available at the end of the Bronze Age. Knives were used as cutlery for the first time 500 years ago. The material was much harder and could keep a sharper edge than copper. Except for the invention of the folding knife, knives had not advanced significantly since the invention of the steel blade, but the design has improved dramatically to the beautiful crafted utensils available today, such as a damas knife from our extensive range. The modern knife. Knives are currently made of alloy steel, carbon steel, stainless steel, and tool steel. Plastic, obsidian, ceramics, titanium alloys, and cobalt are among the less common materials used. The most commonly used material today is stainless steel, which provides ease of manufacture and maintenance as well as increased corrosion resistance. Hunters use hunting knives, soldiers use combat knives, and we use ordinary chef knives to prepare our food. Damas knives include pattern welded knives with hundreds of layers of steel, as well as single layer knives ideal for working in the kitchen or outdoor cooking. The shape of the table knife has changed by the law passed by French Cardinal Richelieu in the late 1630s. The Cardinal despised the use of sharp, pointed knives when dining. He persuaded King Louis XIV to outlaw the use of double-bladed knives throughout the country. This act resulted in the development of blunt-tipped single-bladed knives, which became the standard dining knife throughout Europe. Harry Brearley, and Sheffield metallurgist who was experimenting with various types of materials for weapons, discovered stainless steel in 1913. After several months, he noticed that mixtures containing 13% chromium steel did not corrode. While many others claim this invention, this is roughly when chromium steel experimentations began to increase. When compared to other types of ordinary carbon or alloy steel, stainless steel gained popularity due to its corrosion resistance. It is now the most commonly used type of steel for knife blades. The narrow knife gave way to blunt-tipped 410 forks, which eventually became the standard in Europe, including the United States, which was one of the last territories to adopt blunt-tipped eating utensils. When men discovered stainless steel in the 20th century, they standardized the knife and eating utensils we know today. Knives, spoons, and forks were made and maintained in this manner. As we wrap up our video, let's take a quick look into some interesting facts about knives. Knives grew larger and larger and evolved into swords in medieval Europe. Other weapons, such as spears and axes, appeared later, and the knife became a weapon of war. Knives are also commonly used in food preparation. During the 15th century, the wealthy began to carry knives with two functions: protection and eating. Hosts were not required to provide their guests with eating utensils or cutlery during this period. Wealthy men began to carry knives with them to cut their food and the food of nearby females. Knives were widely used in meals as early as the 17th century. The evolution of knives is such a great story and is linked with the evolution of Homo sapiens. Over the ages, knives have improved as humans developed new skills. Knives demonstrate how our civilization has advanced. With every age, these invaluable tools have grown with humanity, changing and progressing as our need has changed and progressed. In brief, what would our world be without them? Let us know in the comment section below. We hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to get notified when we post new similar content. Till then, see you in the next video.